Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. I hope you all are doing good, you guys. Hope you all are doing good. Welcome back to the channel. So guys, today I'm going to be discussing, in detail about the nominating contracts that we have available in eFootball that has just come fresh off the update today. So I'm going to post a video soon, but do check, do stay tuned, you guys. So let's get straight into the video, you guys. Let's get straight into the video. Alright you guys, so first up we have this Moises Caicedo card, who is a right back card, you guys, a defensive fullback. Of course this is like a position switcher, a switcher card, so of course we have to expect this from Konami. The Moises Caicedo as a right back. So the beauty of this pack is the players are playing at positions different from their actual position. So these guys are like position shift, role change cards, you guys. So if we go into the pack, the very first card that we can see is Moises Caicedo. So as you can see, a defensive fullback, he has some great stats. In this video guys, I'm going to show you the detailed stats one by one. We're going to go into the eFootball hub and we're going to rearrange the stats. Caicedo, let's go max level. We're going to set him up all the way. He goes to 99, and let's go with the boost of Ruben Ander himself. So firstly what I would do is, first thing is I would reduce some of the defensive awareness and give him a little more speed, and reduce the dribbling a little bit, because he is a fullback. He is trained, this training is more like a fullback. So this is the player progression that I would give for Moises Caicedo as a right back, a defensive fullback, you guys. So he has decent defensive awareness, decent passing, and also he has decent speed and fantastic stamina for a defensive fullback, you guys. Alright guys, moving on to our next player. Of course we have whole player Rafinha. Bro, the number of players that Konami has given, the number of Rafinhas that Konami has given us, they've given us the Subasa Rafinha, and then there's this Rafinha. So this Rafinha is a whole player, you guys. There are some pros and there are some cons of this Rafinha. So without further ado, let's go back into the go up high. I don't know why Konami give +1 for the defending for what joy. So as you can see, he has better finishing. So what I'm going to do is reduce a little bit of the speed, give some more on the finishing. So shooting is good, offensive awareness pretty, I'll just reduce a little more. Kicking pass should be 88. I mean, kicking pass looks good. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give it for the finishing, you guys, because Rafinha being a whole player, he's going to make those runs and we want him to have decent finishing. So this is the player progression that I would go with for Rafinha, you guys. Let's move on to the next player. Alright guys, so the next player that we have in the pack is Adrien Rabiot, second striker, creative playmaker. This is like a weird card that that I've seen right now. So 29-year-old second striker, plays for Olympique Marseille. I might probably just take him just to give him a try. But look at the skills: heading, knuckle shot, rising, one touch pass. Fantastic passing skills, bro. Man is lit. Let's go for max level. Man goes to 98, bro. Man goes all the way to 98, bro. For a creative playmaker, man has a really bad pass, bro. He has a really terrible pass. So what I would do is bump up the pass, bump up the finishing a little bit, and bump up the pass, of course. And speed 82, acceleration, defense, of course he doesn't have any defending, which is not required. Physical contact, I don't want to give him any physical. There we go guys. This is how I would train Rabiot. Decent offensive awareness, good passing, decent speed. Passing has to be good for a creative playmaker, so that's why I've increased his speed. And with all those skills, we should be absolutely good. So let's go to the next player, you guys. Alright guys, the next player we have is Wataru Endo. I remember Konami had released a centre-back card of him, before, and I do have his Liverpool card, that goes all the way to a 99, you guys. That is an Anchorman or a box-to-box, I'm not sure of that, but this card is a centre-back destroyer card of Wataru Endo, 31-year-old, 178. Guys, I think, he's not going to be much use as a centre-back because he's very short, you guys. 178 is pretty short for a centre-back, so what I think, is better would be playing him as a DMF destroyer. So he has fantastic defensive stats. Let's go straight into Wataru Endo stats. He has fantastic defensive stats, but guys, I think it would be better if we played him as a defensive midfielder. The reason being, he's very short to play as a DMF, as a centre back. You can reduce the stats some more. You can go and give him a little more physical contact, and if you want, you can give him a bit more pass here as well. That is left to you guys, but physical maybe we can increase a bit. Yeah, this looks good for the physical, and we can improve the passing here. And maybe if we don't want that much physical, we can give it to the passing again. So yeah, this is how I would play Endo, you guys, as a destroyer DMF. Defensive stats still all are about 90. Speed is excellent. The passing is decent, but guys, I think he looks like a regen of Edgar Davids, guys. So this is how I would train Wataru Endo. So note down the player progression. Let's head to the next player. Alright guys, up next we have Archie Gray. Archie Gray is playing for Tottenham as a centre back right now. Actually, man is a midfielder, you guys, a defensive mid or a centre midfielder. But he's playing as a build-up, and man can play right back, bro. This is one of the most versatile cards that I'm seeing. He has decent stats, you guys. He is pretty tall, so he actually suits that centre back role. So if we take a look at the stats, looking at the skills, absolutely useless. He doesn't have any defensive skills. So you know what, but in this case, let's go for max level. So guys, he does have the height, he does have the defensive awareness, but because of the lack of skills, you guys, you need to give him a lot of skills. You need to give him aerial superiority, you need to give him heading, you need to give him interception, you need to give him sliding tackle, you need to give him acrobatic clearance, a lot of skills. But this is the perfect, if you want to play him as a proper defender, you can reduce these stats, you can go ahead and give it to the defense. This is fantastic for Archie Gray as a centre back. But for those of you who want to experiment him as a DMF, so you know what, you can reduce these stats. You can go ahead and drop some more stats on the passing, and you can give some more dribbling. Speed is, bro, this card actually, his build as a midfielder actually looks good, bro. His build as an actual midfielder looks pretty decent, to be honest. I'm not really joking. So look at this, guys. As a midfielder, his build is looking pretty decent. Speed, I wouldn't want that much. Let's give him a bit more acceleration, and we can increase, the pass, or we can give one to the finishing. But look at this, you guys. As a midfielder, as a centre mid or a DMF, this guy looks absolutely amazing, you guys. So check this out. This is how I would train Archie Gray as a centre mid, and I just showed you the player progression for centre back. And let's move on to the next player, you guys. Okay, so up next, you guys, we have Miles Lewis Kelly. We have this kid, bro. This guy is a wonder kid, bro. This guy is a wonder kid. His position is a left back, you guys, but he can play in the central midfield as well as the defensive midfield. A full back finisher, bro. Man is like a regen of Roberto Carlos, bro. He just needs more stats, you guys. Like, really, I wish he had better stats. It's just, and of course, again, you guys, no proper skills. Only the chop. Look at max level. Look at him at max level, guys. 95. He's not the best, I wouldn't really sign him, but just to experiment, or if if you're an Arsenal fan or something like that, you can go ahead and pick this kid up. But I would rather train him as a central midfielder, you guys. Look at these stats. If you train him as a centre mid, look at how amazing his stats are. Like, actually, his stats are like literally brilliant. So you know what, I would, defense is fine, I would still, if you don't want to really train him as a defensive midfielder, you can give him a little more speed, you can give him a little more physical contact, etc. However you want to train him. So 90 speed, and if you want to increase the pass, this is what I would train him as if I were training him as a centre mid. So yep, this is it for this player, you guys. Let's go on to the next one. Alright guys, we're not done yet. We still have the players who are available in the match pass. So Christian Pulisic, who is a prolific winger in reality, is now a whole playing attacking midfielder. So let's go into Efootball Hub. I mean, look at the stats, like pretty decent stats, double touch, fantastic skills, bro. Man just needs a little more passing skills because he's more of an attacking midfielder right now. But we can take it. Beautiful, max level. Look at that, you guys. He goes to 100, but guys, let me tell you, we reduce the stats, reduce some of the offensive awareness. He does need to have good passing, so you can increase that passing up. And just give him a little more shooting, you guys. Maybe 84 for shooting looks about pretty decent. And maybe 2 on the physical contact, because he has to be physically good enough to make a pass. But look at these stats, you guys. Look at these stats. Dribbling all above 90s. Offensive awareness is 85, so which is pretty good for a whole player to make those runs. Passing is good as well. So if you don't want the passing, you can reduce it, give it to some other stat. That's left up to you. But passing should be there for a whole player, I feel. 84 finishing, 84 for a super sub attacking midfielder. He's pretty good, you guys. So this is how, and this is the player progression that I would give. So let's move on to the last player that is there in the match pass. Alright guys, last up we have this Ousmane Dembele, the Snake Dembele. But Konami have done him a wonder. He is a wonderful card pack, you guys. So Ousmane Dembele is a really cool card. They've made this card a goal poacher, you guys. So he has absolutely fantastic offensive stats, you guys. So the dribbling stats are amazing. So guys, let me tell you about this card. Let's go straight into the winger rather than a centre forward, you guys. He goes all the way up to 100 as a centre forward, but let me show you how he trains, how good he is as a winger, you guys. if you increase the dribbling, and if you reduce the finishing, you can give a little more to the speed, you can give more to the pass or whatever you want. So I'm going to give +2 on the pass, and I'm going to give +2 on the speed. So look at that, 88 kicking power, and you can increase it to the dribbling, or you can increase it to the offensive awareness, plus that last 2, going to give it to the finishing. So look at this, bro. For a card that is like this is pretty cool for a winger card, you guys. So look at this. I've given him decent offensive awareness, speed is amazing, acceleration is good, dribbling looks good as well. He is going to be absolutely banging as a winger, especially with the skills that he has. Double touch, pinpoint crossing, everything. Man has everything, bro. Man has everything. So he's really a cool card to play as a winger. This is how I would suggest you to play, and these are the player progression that I would give. So that's going to be it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this. Let me just quickly go back to eFootball Hub, eFootball, and tell you like which players that I would sign. So Dembele, I would definitely sign. Christian Pulisic, I'm definitely going to sign just to try him out. And if we move back to, let me just quickly go back to the contracts. So if we go back to contracts, and if we come back here, like looking at these cards, you guys, so some of the players that I would actually sign are, I've signed Caicedo to try him out. Rafinha, I'm not going to sign because we already got the free Subasa card. Adrian Rabiot, definitely going to sign him. Wataru Endo, if you want to try him as a defensive midfielder, definitely try him. Archie Gray, I'm going to sign him, because he's a rare card, centre back card. Miles Lewis Kelly, I'm going to sign as well for experimenting. But guys, let me tell you, this pack for experimenting, it's really good. But otherwise, if there are much 1,000 times better players, even if you're a free-to-play player. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. I hope this helped you out. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will catch you guys in the next one. So until then, take care of yourselves. Goodbye.